Long live the memory of Chris Hani, long live. Long live the memory of Mamu Winnie Mandela, long live. Viva the South African Communist Party, viva. Viva the African National Congress, viva. Viva COSATU, viva. Viva SANCO, viva. Viva the YCL uFasimba, viva. Amandla. Phansi ngecapitalism, phansi. Forward to socialism, forward. Phansi ngama-labor brokers, phansi. Amandla. Ngicela ukuqala ngokubingelela umama Hani awuSdimpo and our dear daughter uLindi and the rest of the Hani family. Our first Deputy General Secretary, Comrade Soli Mapaila, and all the members of the Central Committee of the SACP. Comrade Nathi Mthethwa and Comrade Fikile Mbalula and all other members of the NEC that I might not have seen who are here. Comrade Bheki Chalinchal, the General Secretary of COSATU. Comrades Kosana of SANCO, the Mayor of Ekurhuleni, Comrade Nzimande, and all other mayors who are here as they have been recognized, the National Secretary of the Young Communist League, Comrade Mluleki, the Tambo family, the Nkobi family, and all of you comrades who have gathered again here to commemorate and celebrate the life of our late General Secretary. Let me also thank first the SACP, both here in Gauteng and nationally, for preserving the memory of Comrade Chris. If truth be told, had the Communist Party not done this, our first commemoration was April 10, 1994, a few weeks before the elections. Comrade Chris would have been forgotten. Siyabonga amakomanisi for doing so. Sibonge nawe Comrade uMeya uMzwandile for irole yamasipala wala Ekurhuleni to preserve a memory Kaput Chris, as some of us used to call him. Siyabonga kakhulu. And the good news that we have bought the house ashonela kuyo uBut Chris eDon Park. Udilivileke ngalokho kade sikhala samakomanisi ukuthi siyayifuna le ndlu ibe i-National Heritage Site khona noNyambose namhlanje. Themba ukuthi uyezwa ukuze singayikhohlwa lensizwe yasilwela kangaka. Ngibonge SACP eGauteng ngoba seniwenze lo mcimbi wahlonipheka kakhulu nibambisene nomasipala waseKurhuleni. But comrades, as we remember uComrade Chris noMama Winnie, we are still concerned as the SACP ukuthi this person who was having a firearm last year when Comrade Soli was speaking here has not been apprehended. And we want to condemn this strongly. And we are saying out there are good ANC, SACP, COSATU, SANCO comrades who possibly know who that was, come give the name to us. Siyithathe sise emaphoyiseni. One of the assassins, zika comrade uChris, uClive W. Lewis akasekho. He's gone. We only wish ukuthi angayicross ipath kaChonywana. At the time of his death, he was on medical parole. And W. Lewis's co-conspirator, Janus Walush, the convicted murderer who pulled the trigger on Comrade Chris, is still in prison. And we want to say as the SACP, he must stay in jail. Not because we are evil people. As the SACP, just like with the Hani family, all we want is the truth. There are too many things that just never came together in their story to the TRC. That's why the TRC did not grant them amnesty. We still want the whole truth, and we will never rest until we get the whole truth. Sikhumbula Mama Winnie as well, as Ulindi has so eloquently also reminded us today. I know for a fact ukuthi uComrade uChris no Comrade uWinnie, they were quite close. But there is nothing we used to enjoy. I think twice they went by Obonubabkwale Midlands. Comrade uKwala, makufika uWinnie noChris, we also said to him, Shan, uWinnie noChris njengoba bebela kusho ukuthi ayeza ama-AK mshana. Azofika noma kanjani. Kukubi during those dark days of that counter-revolutionary violence in KZN, which was sponsored by apartheid, the apartheid regime, using its stooges. Like W. Lewis, Uwalush has been doing everything to get released, including through pretenses. As I have said, we strongly remain opposed. We want to thank Minister Umasuta for refusing to grant Uwalush a parole. W. Lewis was unrepentant at the time of his death. Uwalush is also unrepentant. All he needs to do is to speak the truth, and the truth only. Kuke kwaba nemasha ePoland yamakomanisi, a masha in support of the SACP to say Uwalush must stay in prison here in South Africa. But we are worried why we hear through a Supreme Court of Appeal process that Uwalush, his citizenship yakhe has been revoked. Akasesona isakhamuzi sase-South Africa. Kwenziwelwani lokho? Ubani owenze lokho? In other words, uma iphuma la Uwalush ehamba ePoland ebuyela kubo, usayoqhubeka uyolwa namakomanisi asePoland. So wadefenda, kufanele siwadefende nathi amakomanisi asePoland njengoba edefenda amakomanisi aseMzansi. Uwalush akufanele ukuthi aphindiselwe kubo. Kufanele ahlale ejele la eSouth Africa why. Asithandi lento yokuthi unikwe urevoke i-citizenship yakhe. Consultwe bani? Kuke kwakhulunywa nefamily yakwaHani? No. Kuke kwakhulunywa ne-SACP or ANC? No. As far as we are aware, whether iKosatu noma iSANCO. We want to say we don't like that. Asifuni leyo nto sizoyilwisa siyi-SACP. And we are not threatening, siyakwazi ukulwa thina. So bangumsindo ngoba uhulumeni wethu. Ubange nje umsindo unyamboza kuze kungabi kuhle ngoba asifuni lento yokuthi uwalushi aye Poland. Now comrades, in memory of comrade Chris, ngenzela ukuthi ngakhuluma isikhathi eside weMzwandile meya yethu. Uma simkhumbula kufanele sizikhumbuze nomsebenzi esisabhekene nawo okufanele ukuthi siqhubeke siwenze. Into yokuqala, we want to appeal to all MK veterans ukuthi le division yenu into MK MVA ne MK Council ayilungile, ayilungiswe. The best way to remember uChris 25 years after his cowardly assassination ukuhlanganisa amabutho omkhonto. Asifuni ifactionalism kumasosha ethu ayisemkhontweni. Don't position yourselves factionally in the movement. I-AK-47 yaziwa ngento eyodwa ukuthi its sound and melody is a unifying sound, not a divisive one. So ke sisizeni nihlangane sakumbutho wodwa futhi kube amasosha genuine abantu ababe amasosha. Hayi ama 20-year-olds okuthiwa amasosha omkhonto ungazi ukuthi ayevela. Sithi to the former generals, commissars and combatants zomkhonto, take the lead to sort out this problem. Also, in memory of Comrade Chris, let us combat all attempts to try and weaken and ultimately destroy our alliance. This alliance is too precious. But also as the SACP we are saying, and siyavumelana neSANCO neCOSATU, we have to go and convince the ANC. We need to reconfigure the manner in which the alliance is functioning. The alliance yethu isebenza engathi we are still pre-1994. We are no longer pre-1994. Isimo sesishintshe kakhulu. Siloke siyiphinda lento sisho. Uma sikhuluma ngaloko asikhulumi ngoyindaba ngoba kuthiwa nabo ke bafuna i-deployment. Amakomanisa alo kungakabi khona le deployment. But ugovernment wethu lo now sine interest ukuthi power i-exercise kanjani. Asikwazi ukufika siyokhankasa sonke ngama election bese kuhlala iqenjana elincane noma umuntu oyedwa athi ngikhomba lo ngiyamkhipha lo. Uyithathe phi lo mandate? That must change. We do have an interest with deployment because we are not an NGO as the SACP. We have an interest in state power and how it is exercised. We want meaningful consultation. We are not going to do many of the tasks that we are supposed to do with an alliance exhugayo. Indlela esebenza ngayo iphelelo isikhathi ayingabe sisaloke sishona lena le mbutho emthatha siyoconvince umbutho omkhulu ukuthi it is in our interest ukuthi sishintshe ukwenza kwezinto. Now munye umsebenzi esinawo kwesama komanisi. Ngifuna iCOSATU sizwe kahle kulento. Comrades, the left is weak at the moment. Let's admit that. We were weak as the left at the moment, especially the working class. And if we are weak, the bourgeoisie is going to be on us. We need to strengthen a party. We need to strengthen iCOSATU. But as the SACP, we want broader left-wing unity in this country, beyond just the alliance. We want to go out, engage other unions, engage other genuine left-wing formations, and say, if our goal is to attain a socialist South Africa, what are some of the common programs we need to be pursuing together? Akudingi ukuthi uzube ne one union federation in order to wage a struggle across trade unions against labor brokers, for instance. You don't need that. We need concrete few campaigns around which we need to unite. That would be the best way of honoring imemory ka Comrade Chris. We also welcome, just like iKhosathu, what we see as attempts by the ANC to unite itself. ANC umbutho omkhulu. Siyayisho lento njalo, one of the biggest achievements the ANC was to unite the African people as the foundation upon which we build a united South African nation. If the ANC is divided, it can't keep the unity of the African people. Therefore, it is important that we support the efforts the ANC to get rid of factionalism within its own ranks. That is why Nalenda Show, President of ANC, Comrade Cyril, of a new dawn, we support it as the SACP. But our task is to give it class content. What should be the class content from the working class perspective of the new dawn? We must support that. Siyayisupporta nendaba yokuthi ukhongolo aqinisa izakhiwo zakhe ngandlela zonke. You see, comrades, one of the biggest challenges we are facing now, that is why we are even saying the alliance must reconfigure. We won elections in 1994, and our goal was to use state power to transform our country and to transform the conditions of our people for the better. But if we speak the truth, what has happened? The opposite has happened. We have been captured by state power, behind it being corporate interests, and led to the emergence of this phenomenon that we call state capture. We have to undo that. Comrade Mlu, I can see YCL is intensifying a political education. It's very good. Do so. Because what we need in the name of Ukrisani is a new cadre in our movement who must treat deployment as service to the people and not an opportunity for personal accumulation. We need a new cadre. And most of those new cadres will come from the youth. That's why we need a strong, radical, militant, progressive youth alliance. But also older cadres like ourselves. Ngizobano 60 glonyak. Vax, I'm officially entering old age. So you must be careful how you address me. Some of the older cadres also must become new cadres as well. All of us. In honor and in memory of Comrade Chris Nomamui. Let's intensify work amongst the people. Let's do permanent door-to-door, comrades. Know your neighborhood campaign. And not only go to the people when it's election time. It's very important that we do that. Together, working as an alliance. Let's wage concrete struggles against high levels of monopoly. You know, there are certain things, just as Yegelai. Whereas the pay TV like South Africa is owned by one company, DSTV. That's why they are so expensive and they increase as they wish. We need to demonopolize that space. And it's even being owned by an apartheid company called Naspers. We must not just theorize about fighting monopoly capital. There are so many concrete struggles that we can be able to take up. The last but one point I want to make. The immediate challenge, comrades, is to dismantle these parasitic networks in the state and in our organizations. Some of them are criminal networks, by the way. Khona abantu ababalekile nje la kuthiwa bako Dubai, who are busy capturing the state, but when the state wants to capture them, they run away. What is that? Isn't that criminality? Lastly, 2019, we must ensure that the movement does not lose power. Siyababona nje DA, they are getting excited ngento engekho. Baqala nokuba ne conference enabantu about 2000, but they've excluded township-based branches zabo. Ngoba kusombutho omhlophe lo. Asingakhohliswa, we are not racist when we say that. We are talking as communists. It's just the material reality ukuthi iDA umbutho wabamhlophe. Comrades, into ebalekileke inkinga ezisembuthweni wethu. We must not be happy about them. Let's be part of solving all problems within our own movement. Because we only have one movement. We don't have many movements.